What's up, people? Zack Attack here. Not bringing another reaction video, but let's say I got opinions on something, okay? By the way, this has to do a little bit of putting Shane Dawson's name in this, and a fan of that YouTuber. But there was a video he made like a year ago. It talks about why scientists and stuff like that, people 100% they think we're simulations, which meaning there's future us's that are playing as us, as characters now. And he said to put comments below if you believe we are or if we don't. Well, I'm a YouTuber, so I'm just going to do a video of my opinion and why we're not, in my opinion. Because if we were a simulation, a future us could have not wanted to be a baby first born and just sit there and be bored, and all they can say as a simulation is goo goo gaga. Not to be rude, not to be like, you know, rude about saying this, but like some of those people that have like that are blind or deaf or in a wheelchair or like, you know, really like me, I have a special, like, let's just say me, let's just give me an example. I'm special ed and I have disabilities. I don't think a future person wants to, you know, control people like that. Like a blind person, for example. Like, I'm blind in one eye. I don't think somebody wants to control a person in a simulation world that's blind, even in one eye, because it'd just be like hard to do certain things off of that right side of your vision or left side or both. Like, if somebody was completely blind, what can you do much as the future you in a simulation if you're originally blind now? Like, if I'm blind, if I was completely blind and my left eye were to go blind next and I was completely blind, then how is the future me still capable of playing me as a simulation? That's the question. If you are deaf, like completely deaf to the point where doctors can't, you know, can't help you hear, where can you, like, I don't believe a simulation in the future could help you. Like, if there was a simulation of you controlling you in the future, even though you might be deaf, and that's in the present time, the future you should be able to hear what the person's saying because it's a simulation. So you should be able to, as a person at the present time, be able to know what those people are actually saying. Know what I mean? And then other disabled type kids, besides myself, other ones that kind of have, like, you know, Down syndrome or stuff like that. Let's just give names for things, not like give an example of kids, like, because that's just messed up. People make fun of kids like that are stupid. But like kids like that, who honestly would want to control a kid that, let's say, for example, has ADHD like my brother, or Down syndrome, or just any disability in general? I don't think those people, like Down syndrome people, not ADHD, they can still play video games. My brother does that all the time. I got a friend that has ADHD and all that. But Down syndrome people, for example, those type of kids don't have the capacity to know what's going on in life, you know what I mean? Where they actually need extra help. So how would they know how a simulation even works? You know what I mean? Like that. I mean, somebody could have showed them, but I think they would need help 24/7 by somebody else that would have to control their own character in the present time, which us now, from the future. So it would make no sense. So in my opinion, are we a simulation? No. Because of all that reasons. Like, what was the other one? What was the other simulation thing I heard? Just because we have simulations now where we put on headphones and we see, you know, things now. And the fact is, the future us's, if they're supposedly what people are saying 1,000 years in the future, we can't live that long. unless we're missing something here and there's a medicine one day that lets us live long forever, which, in my opinion, I just can't see that happening. But 1,000 years in the future, I'll say technology would be advanced, but not to the point where we can live like that long. We can only live up to, the last time I heard somebody live was 120 was what I heard, because the oldest lady I ever saw, she recently turned 123 about a year ago. That's like the closest you can ever live is in the 20s, 120s. So those are the reasons why I say where there's no way we're a simulation. When people see the light, like to go to heaven, a simulation, you would just instantly drop and just like die, and just you wouldn't even see anything, you just die. And in the simulation, like, you would think there would be glitches that have been happening to us. Like, there have been times where in their world the internet shuts down because of something happening, like a hacker in their present time that hacks into our present time, and all of a sudden we're sitting there watching TV and we're going like this, like just, you know, tweaking out in a weird way. Like how you play Fortnite and all of a sudden it looks like you're walking and then it looks like you're going back constantly, but you're really not. It's just the internet. You would think that would be going on with us, right? Or a time would freeze or stuff like that. But the fact that shit's never actually been proven, I just don't believe that. I just don't believe we're simulations because of all those reasons. So in my answer to Shane Dodson, for my comment, to a video-wise comment, I don't believe we're simulations. But anyways, comment, subscribe, peace.